You know exactly what to do. Go to the gym. Learn the skill, change your life. So here's the real question. Why are you still standing in the same place? It's not a lack of knowledge. It's not a lack of motivation. The real problem is you're not moving, and this video will expose the truth you've been avoiding. Let's be honest. You're not lazy. You're not stupid. You're not weak. You're just overloaded. Too many thoughts. Too many plans. Too many expectations. Your mind says, start now. But your body says, tomorrow. And that tomorrow, it never comes, does it? You find yourself in this loop, this cycle of planning and then delaying, feeling that tiny bit of guilt before you push it to the next day and the next. You're drowning in a sea of potential, but you're not swimming. You're just floating, waiting for a current that never seems to arrive. Every sunrise is another reminder of the promises you made to yourself yesterday, and every sunset is a witness to your inaction. It's a heavy weight to carry, this feeling of being stuck while the world moves on without you. Here's the truth most people hate to hear. Motivation is a lie. Motivation comes, and motivation goes. It's a fickle friend, showing up when things are easy and disappearing the moment a challenge appears. But discipline? Discipline shows up even on the bad days. It's the engine, not the spark. You don't move because you're waiting for the perfect moment, the right mood, or for confidence to just appear out of nowhere. But listen carefully, confidence comes after the action. Fear shrinks after you start moving. It's not about feeling ready. It's about getting ready by doing. You can't think your way into confidence. You have to act your way into it. Every single person you admire didn't wait for the fear to vanish. They learned to dance with it, to move alongside it, and eventually, they outpaced it. So why don't you move? Most people are stuck for three main reasons. First, overthinking. What if I fail? What will people say? I'm already too late. This internal dialogue doesn't protect you. It paralyzes you. You're building a prison out of what-ifs and locking yourself inside. Second, the comfort trap. Scrolling through social media, watching short videos, chasing easy dopamine. Your brain is wired to say, avoid pain. But all growth, every single bit of it, demands that you accept pain. You're trading long-term fulfillment for short-term comfort. And third, all-or-nothing thinking. I'll start when I can do it perfectly. But here, this one imperfect step is infinitely better than 0 perfect steps. Progress isn't about giant leaps. It's about the small, consistent, and often messy steps you take every single day. Let's shatter these chains right now. Overthinking? Counter it with a single, tiny action. Pick one thing, just one. Don't think about the entire staircase. Just focus on the very first step. If you want to go to the gym, just put on your gym clothes. That's it, that's the win for today. Caught in the comfort trap? Implement the 5-second rule. The moment you have an impulse to act on a goal, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and physically move. Break the trance. And the all-or-nothing mindset? Replace it with a 1% better mindset. Can you read one page? Do one push-up? Write one sentence? Your goal isn't perfection. Your goal is momentum. The smallest push is all it takes to get the ball rolling. The person you want to become is not built in a day of massive action. They are forged in the daily, almost invisible, choices to move instead of stand still, to act instead of think, to embrace discomfort instead of seeking comfort. Your future self is begging you to take that first step. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel like it. Now. This isn't just another video. This is your call to action. Stop watching and start doing. The power isn't in knowing what to do. It's in doing what you know. Thank you for watching. If this helped, subscribe for more. Now go move. Hey, stop scrolling for a second. I know what you're thinking. You're looking for that one perfect piece of advice. That one video that's going to finally give you the clarity you need to change your life. But what if I told you that you don't need more clarity? What you really need is more courage. Think about it. You've read the books. You've watched the videos. You've listened to the podcasts and followed the mentors. You already know enough. The problem isn't a lack of information. The problem is a lack of action. We get stuck in this loop of endless preparation, thinking we need to learn just one more thing before we can start. But all that does is delay the inevitable. The truth is, you don't need another grand plan. You just need one small, single action. I'm talking really small. 5 minutes of movement. Stretching your body right where you are. Writing just one page in that journal you bought. Doing 10 push-ups. Practicing one tiny part of a skill you want to learn. That's it. It sounds almost too simple to work, right? But here's the magic behind it. When you take that small action, you send a powerful, undeniable message to your brain. You're telling yourself, hey, I'm serious about this. I'm not just talking anymore. I'm doing. That small step creates a ripple effect. It builds momentum. It's the spark that ignites the fire. Let me share something with you that can completely change the game. It's called the 5-minute rule, and it's brilliant in its simplicity. The next time you feel that resistance, that voice in your head saying, I'll do it later, I want you to make a deal with yourself. Just say, okay, I'll do this for only 5 minutes. That's the deal. Anyone can do something for just 5 minutes. Set a timer, start the task. Whether it's cleaning that messy corner of your room, starting that report for work, or going for a walk. Just 5 minutes. Here's what almost always happens. Those 5 minutes turn into 10. 10 minutes stretch into 20. And before you know it, an hour has flown by and you're deep in the zone, making real progress. The hardest part is always just getting started. The 5-minute rule is your secret weapon to overcome that initial inertia. But here's the best part. Even if you stop after exactly 5 minutes, you still win. Why? Because you took action. You showed up for yourself. You broke the pattern of procrastination. A win is a win, no matter how small. Now, I need to say something that might feel a little uncomfortable, but it's crucial. If you don't take action today, how do you think next month is going to feel? It's going to feel exactly the same. And what about next year? The same. You'll be in the same spot, wondering where the time went, wishing you had started sooner. And one day, you'll be going to wake up and that thought will hit you hard. I wish I had started earlier. I want you to really hear this. Today asterisk is asterisk earlier. Right now, this very moment is the earlier your future self will be wishing for. We're all waiting for this magical, perfect time to arrive. We're waiting for the perfect version of ourselves to show up. The one who's motivated, disciplined, and has it all figured out. But that's a fantasy. That perfect time will never come. That perfect version of you will never just magically appear. Progress is made through imperfect action, not perfect intention. Taking a clumsy, imperfect step today is infinitely more powerful than waiting for the perfect day that never arrives. So here's my challenge to you. When this video ends, I want you to do 2 things. First, go down to the comments and type I move. Make that public declaration to yourself and everyone else. Second, and this is the most important part, I want you to immediately take one small step. Right now, not in an hour. Not tomorrow. Today. Go for that 5-minute walk. Write that one sentence. Do those 10 push-ups. You know what you need to do. You've known all along. Now, it's time to move. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's talk about why discipline feels so hard, almost painful. It's not because you're lazy or broken. It's because your brain is literally wired for survival, not necessarily for success. Think about it. Your brain craves 3 things: comfort, familiar patterns, and easy rewards. This is its default setting. It's why scrolling on your phone for hours feels effortless, while starting that new project feels like pushing a boulder uphill. Every single time you try to step out of your comfort zone to do something different or difficult, your brain sounds an alarm. It sends you a little message, a whisper that says, hey, this is unfamiliar, this is risky. Let's just go back to what we know. Let's stop. It's crucial to understand that this voice, this feeling of resistance, isn't the truth. It's just old, outdated survival programming kicking in. Recognizing this is the first step to overriding it. The feeling is real, but the danger it's warning you about usually isn't. Now you've probably heard this a million times. You need to find your big why. People preach that having a massive, life-altering goal is the secret to unlocking discipline. But I'm here to tell you that can be a trap. When your why is too big, like, I want to change the world, or I want to build $1 million business, it doesn't always inspire you. Often, it just creates immense pressure. And what does pressure do? It creates resistance. It makes the task feel so monumental that you don't even know where to start, so you do nothing at all. So forget the huge dream for a moment. You don't need it right now. What you need is a small, immediate reason. Something that gets you through the next hour, or just the next 5 minutes. Reasons like, I just don't want to hate myself when I go to bed tonight. Or, I want to feel proud of myself, just for once. Or even simpler, I just want to keep one single promise to myself today. These small reasons are powerful because they're manageable, they're relatable. They're easier for your brain to accept and obey without triggering that massive resistance. Start small. The momentum will build from there. Okay, this next part is the most important piece of the puzzle. This is where real, lasting change actually happens. It's all about an identity shift. For years, you've probably been saying things like, I'm trying to eat healthier, or I'm trying to be more consistent. Stop it. The word trying implies the possibility of failure. It keeps you in a state of struggle. Instead, start framing it as who you are. Start saying, I'm the kind of person who shows up, even on tough days. It's not about, I'll work out when I feel motivated. It's, I'm someone who moves my body, even when I'm tired. Do you see the difference? It's subtle, but it's everything. Every time you choose to do the hard thing, no matter how small, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. You're not changing your habits through sheer motivation, which comes and goes. You are fundamentally changing your identity, action by action. Each small action reaffirms, this is who I am now. And that brings me to the final hard truth. I need you to listen to this very carefully. No one is coming. There is no magical person who will show up and do the work for you. There is no perfect moment waiting just around the corner where everything will magically align. No one is coming to save you. But here's the thing, that isn't bad news. That is the ultimate freedom. Because it means your life can change the very instant you decide to move. You don't have to wait for permission. You don't have to wait for inspiration. You hold the key. The change doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be forward, one small step. You already know, deep down, what you need to do. So now, just do it. Move. Thanks for watching, and if this helped, make sure to subscribe for more.